Okay, this is Algebra 2A, Ms. Gatz again. This lesson we're going to be talking about standard deviation and variance. You are going to see standard deviation written as this Greek sign sigma, and then variance is just sigma squared. You're just going to square the standard deviation to find the variance. Now, we don't want to do standard deviation by hand because it is a pain. So I'm going to teach you how to do it on the graphing calculator. Once you find the standard deviation in a calculator, you can just square it for variance. Standard deviation is how much data values deviate from the mean. How far are they away from the mean? So let me show you how to do this on your calculator. From last lesson, I already have some data on my calculator that we entered in L1. So I'm just going to use that data. Now, I went into Stat, entered and Edit, and it gave me my L1 data. So I already have that. So now I'm going to go Second Stat. So I'll write this down at the same time. Second Stat. And I'm going to go over to Math. Now, if I arrow down to 7, it gives me the standard deviation. So I'm going to arrow down to 7 and enter. Now, what it's going to ask me is, where is my data? My data is in second one, which is L1, and enter. That gives me my standard deviation. So my standard deviation for this is 6.097. Okay, we'll round it off. Now, if I say second answer, which is this, so second negative sign, let me show you better. Second negative sign gave me answer. That means that's the last answer I had. I'm going to square it using this x squared button and enter. That gives me my variance. When I square the standard deviation, it gives me my variance, which is 37.168. So now I have found my standard deviation and my variance. All I really want you to do is know how to find standard deviation and how to find variance. And then we'll talk more later. But right now, that's all I want you to know how to do. In class, I'll have an assignment over standard deviation and variance.